What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode of Love During Lockup. Season 4, Bonded for Life. Hopefully I ain't gonna be on here long. Let me tell you something. I took a quick little nap. Girl, I took a quick little nap so I can be up here and give it to y'all on time, because this episode and then next week episode is the finale of Love During Lockup, and then the week after that we got Love After Lockup finally coming back. So now I can really go in on the thing, okay? Because I ain't gonna lie, this season was cute. It was, but at the same time, it started not really giving us much, all right? Because if you look at certain people, it's just like, girl, you could tell which story's about to be crossed over to the next season, all right? But, and I hope I'm not on here long. Girl, let me tell you something. Yesterday, I was so freaking tired. I don't know what it was, but I got a burst of energy after I came back from work. No, I was here for like a couple of hours or so. It's around 11 o'clock or something. I got a burst of energy, and I said, baby, let's play Stud the Builder today. Okay, it ain't even the next day, but let's play Stud the Builder. I had brought a stand or whatever for my vinyl collection and all that stuff, right? Baby, I went on ahead and put that thing together. I started cleaning up. I wanted to put the trash out. I just started rearranging stuff. Girl, who, what? And by the time I went to bed, it was after 3 o'clock. And plus, because my sinuses and stuff was messing up, so I could not go to sleep the way that I wanted to. So I had to drain those. I said, where did this burst of energy come from? And so today I was just tagged. I just tagged today. Girl, I just messed myself up, but here I am, okay, on time, you know, giving y'all what y'all want. Girl, it wasn't really nothing. It wasn't really nothing. Brittany and Andy, okay? Brittany about to get out. Brittany about to get out in a couple of days, and she just so happened to be about to get out on her son's birthday. So she on the phone with you know, Andy, as he's driving to the store to meet up with his other friend, the one that we saw in episode 1, when he was talking about the cop friend that was like, listen, bruh, you should already know how this goes because you work and you used to working law enforcement. You know how these inmates do when they just say things, and I don't want you to get played. And it's like, I don't understand why you going this route, right? So Andy on the phone with Brittany. Hey, Britt, how you doing? You know, you looking to get out and all that stuff. Okay, cool. I want you to make a cake. Oh, a homemade cake? Yeah, because, you know, I like cakes and stuff or whatever, plus it's my son's birthday. Okay, so I feel like, you know, I could swing that. You know, you want me to do this. What is some things that you want me to get you when you get out? She said have some pants, some shirts, some hats and stuff like that. He said, you know, what about something else, you know, for the nighttime and all that? She said, what you talking about? Because he said for later. She said, what you talking about? He said, you know, like nighttime, you know, lingerie and all that. Girl, she laughed at him, and I laughed too. He said, so I guess that's enough. I said, yes. Basically, without saying it, basically, okay? I said, wow. So they get up into the store, and the friend just so happened to be there, like I said, and he get to meet her on the phone. Girl, they got video call, they got FaceTime, they got all of that. Now, see, if people can do all of this in prison, right? And these people are in prison and jail, and they got the little FaceTime, you know, type of situation going on that I guess the jail is providing and all that stuff, even though it's on the time system, right? How is it that people are still getting catfished by people on the show Catfish? By saying that, oh, I can't, my camera broke, or, you know, I can't do this. Just about every prepaid phone that costs at least $20 or probably $30 these days, they got a camera on there. And you can do some things, okay? I said, child, if somebody tell you that excuse in 2023 that they ain't got no camera, they can't do this, baby. If you got Instagram, you got Facebook, if you got, hell, they about to even bring it on Twitter. If you got all of those apps, there is no reason why you cannot see that person and y'all can talk face to face. Y'all can't physically be together, but y'all can talk through those apps face to face, like in real time. Don't even bad. They say they can't do it, end it. End it. Ask them right off the bat. If they say no, if they give you all these excuses, move on. Move on. And so, you know, once they get through talking or whatever, she was like, oh, this is kind of weird talking to 2 cops. And I said, yeah, that's what you want to do. And the friend still was like, you know, after the little conversation and the phone just cut off, okay? Because I guess the minutes was up. Andy was like, so what you think? He was like, I mean, I still got my reservations. I said, you really wanted or expected him to change his mind just from that little 2-minute conversation that he had with her? And it really wasn't no conversation. What he said was, hey, how you doing? And that's it. That's literally it. You wanted him to change his mind? Girl, Andy, stop. Stop it, okay? At the end of the day, that man's still feeling like you are dumb, and you are. Meanwhile, you got Chris and Jade, okay? Chris and Jade, you know, and her sister, Jessie, they go up to the prison, and, you know, they trying to figure out what they're going to do because this is all new to them. I honestly never heard nothing like this, but I would assume that this does make sense, especially in an area where, in a township or an area where it's, you know, probably Native American reservations and, you know, things of that such. So, yeah, I probably would assume that would happen, a little powwows. I've never heard of it, but I'm not really surprised by it. I think it's a good idea. I feel like, you know, if people was such, you know, I don't know, they probably would try to do that with other people, but it just wouldn't work because people too rowdy, okay? Some people just ain't got a little bit of, you know, morals about them. They can't do stuff, okay? But I thought that was cute enough, you know, especially look like it's small, it's controlled, people coming there. And this is their first time doing something like this. And I wish people was able to see the inside, but you know they don't allow the cameras in there. This ain't 60 Day In, okay? Do y'all watch that? I got to get back into 60 Days In. I remember watching that stuff, and I said, so you mean to tell me people are literally volunteering to go into prison and to see how it is? For what? For what? I would never forget that season when that the white girl, the Caucasian lady, came up in there, and she was like the Barbie doll. She was the Barbie doll, conservative, all that, you know. And I was just like, oh, okay. She was pro prison. I said, okay. It was quite interesting. And then the stud girl that fell for the inmate that was playing her. Yeah, and then when she came out, she went to go find her. She was being very much stalkerish. She reminds me of EB on here because she's a stalker too. Okay, she was being very much stalkerish. She went to go find her brother, and only to realize and for the brother to say, oh yeah, she say anything just to get whatever she want out of you. She was playing you. That's just basically what it is. Y'all gotta go back and watch it. It's called 60 Day In. Okay, but you know, so they get there and they do what they had to do. They come out. And Jade is just in her feelings a little bit because she's a little bit worried about what the conversation is going to be, especially given, you know, this whole thing that's been on her mind with Chris talking about how everything is in his name. And, you know, and she's like, hell, if he get upset, he going to kick me out. He going to kick me out. I ain't going to have nothing. Truth be told, Jade, I can't even feel bad for you because as I said last week, that's on you. That's on you. You should have been moving stuff to the side. You should have a little nest egg by now. That man giving you $12,000 a month. $12,000 a month. And you spending it on what besides the bills? Listen, your bills coming out to $12,000 a month. That ain't right. Something is going on and you need to figure it out, okay? That is on you at this point. But, you know, they come out and I guess the visit went well. She said that she decided not to bring up certain stuff because you're literally sitting shoulder to shoulder with other people. There's a lot of other people that was around. And didn't want to bring up no drama. And I said, thank you. Thank you. That's common sense, and I would appreciate that. Good night, mommy. That's my mama. Girl, she been texting me all day talking about something. So what you eating? What you doing? You gonna come out here? Girl. My mama's still in her feelings the fact that I'm still out here, but you know, we'll figure it out. Anyway, to be loved. Anyway, so you know, she said, girl, we ain't finna do all that because she don't want to start a little ruckus and all that stuff. But I guess Jessie and Chris was able to talk and work out their differences because when they pulled up around the prison where he was leaning out the window, they was like, oh my God, we had such a good visit, Chris. We figured out our stuff, Chris. So proud of us. You gonna stay out of my business now? Maybe, maybe not. I said, oh, Moving on, don't nobody care, because it ain't gonna last. It ain't gonna last. I can just tell. I can just tell as soon as that man get out, and we don't even know when he get out. Is he getting out soon? I can't remember. It's gonna go right back. It's gonna go right back. Meanwhile, you wanna know who needs to be locked up? At this point, the person that needs to be locked up is Savannah. And she don't need to be locked up in a jail. She needs to be locked up in a mental ward. Something is not right with her. And I just cannot stand the fact that, and she's not the only one, but some of us, well, some people crave companionship, and I don't even know if she really wants companionship. Some people just crave companionship so bad that they will allow themselves to settle. They will degrade themselves. They will put themselves through all of the wrinkles and through all of the mess just to have somebody next to them, just to say that they are with somebody, just to say that they married or whatever. And we should, I don't know, like I don't fault anybody, especially women, who have that idea, because men do as well. So I don't fault anybody who has that goal in mind to get married. They just want to get married. They want to get married because that's what they always want, and I understand that, and that is fine. But to be so eager to marry somebody that doesn't even want you that way, and who literally is playing games, and you're just settling because you are tired of being the bridesmaid and not the bride. You know what I'm saying? Or you're tired of being the groomsman and not the groom. I just don't understand that. I don't understand that. And I know, like, it's probably got worse. I don't know. I don't know what the statistics are. Y'all heard me try to stumble, baby. I tried to clear it up real quick. Baby, that's a word that always give me. Okay, girl, get it right. Statistics, okay? Girl, I don't know what they are, but I'm pretty sure, you know, these days, especially since the pandemic happened and people couldn't be in touch with people, maybe that stirred up some more things and it's ramped up this whole feeling of I just don't want to be alone or whatever. And I understand that, but baby, you have to love yourself a little bit more than to put yourself through the mess that you are doing. Savannah, something is not right with Miss Girl. Somebody said that that girl looked like Chewbacca, and I said, you know what? Y'all don't have to do stuff like that, because it is 100% wrong to say stuff like that. And then I almost laughed at it. Given the stuff that happened earlier this week with the... Anyway, why would y'all say that? And why would you let me see that? Because now I can't unsee it. And I'm not trying to be rude, but that's what somebody said. It ain't come from me. Because I wasn't even thinking about that this whole time until y'all just said that. I said, what? Why would you say that? Because now I can't unsee that. Girl, I said, now, ma'am, what is happening? She is just... I need to know what went on in her childhood. I need to know. And obviously, she has friends. And she has friends that she grew up with. So, is it because the friends are married or getting married? Because they was going to a bridal shop. And I believe her friend Megan, they was going there for her dress as well. And she popped up on there, was like, you know, I think they was supposed to be getting bridesmaid dresses, right? And so she was like, I'm finna give me a dresses too, okay? Also a wedding dress. And then gonna go say, because Megan said, wait a minute, because Catherine was sitting there. Caitlin was like, And then Megan said, wait a minute, what are we doing? What's going on? What's this? She said, girl, listen, I don't know. Just play along, okay? She gonna go and do what she gotta do. Let her just do what she gotta do. I said, I just don't understand. I just wouldn't be putting, and to get on TV and embarrass yourself like this, it's like, I feel like some people just have a humiliation kink. And they get off on it to be embarrassed on TV. Because this girl gonna take the opportunity that Mama said we gonna kill two birds with one stone, okay? Because what we gonna do is, since you coming down here to get your dress for your wedding and we trying to get fitted for the bridesmaids dresses, right? I'm going ahead and try to get fitted for a regular dress so that I can go ahead and get married to my man in jail. You know, it got to be a certain length. You know, my knees can't be showing. It can't be showing all of this or whatever. And I was just sitting here like, girl, girl. And even Kathleen had to say, or I should say Caitlyn, she was like, so you really finna do all of this, even though this man just basically said that when he get out, it ain't gonna be all about you. Megan once again said, huh? Explain to me what the hell is going on. She was like, girl, he said, listen, in 5 years, he want to get out and he want to go sow his oats. That's basically what it is. He want to go hump around because he ain't been humping in a minute, you know, and it ain't even going to be a possibility. We don't even know for sure if she's going to be the one that he going to be with. Like, he can go out there, and that's the thing. She not even thinking about that. Because that man can get out of jail, and I'm pretty sure Jake is going to do exactly what he says, okay? He's going to get out of jail, which tells me that 9 out of 10, he got other women that's coming up there. If you can boldly sit on the phone while your girl friends is on the phone with her, on speaker, and y'all having a 3-way conversation, and you can say, well, I can see myself potentially being with other women when I get out. I don't want to settle down. I don't want a commitment. But yet, your friend or your girl is sitting here acting like y'all in a committed ass relationship, and you ain't hold back, you ain't lied nothing, you was being real truthful about it in front of her friend. Oh yes, I feel like he already got some other women up there. That's why he's not trying to propose. That's why he don't want her to go up there to his mama and all that stuff or whatever. I just feel like some funny stuff is going on, and Savannah just too blinded by what she wants, because she just wants, at this point, I feel like she just wants a title. I don't even think that it's just about a relationship. She just wants that title of being a wife, a bride. That's just what it is. She don't care what the circumstances is. She don't care if they get married now and you're not even going to be in a relationship, in a, what is it, a traditional marriage, in the sense of actually having your person there with you. You still ain't gonna be in a marriage technically. Yeah, you'll get married and you'll get, you know, the marriage certificate and all that, but you ain't gonna have that person. I don't believe in that. This ain't, baby, we ain't finna have no long distance as marriage. Baby, we'll have a long distance relationship, and then we eventually gonna have to cut that off, and we gonna have to make that distance very much short between us. You're gonna have to move here. Okay, that's just what it is. That's just what it is. And you up here playing games? You up here playing? I said, child. She said, listen, I might just be getting married tomorrow, because I'm gonna come up there to the court, to the prison, and we just gonna do this thing. How are you gonna force this man to marry you? Do you not hear how crazy you sound? And I hate to say that. Hate to use that word. You know, you gotta be politically correct these days. But you sound nuts. You sound nuts. Y'all want to know who else? Pause. Because speaking of crazy or silly sounding people, have y'all watched The Ultimatum? First of all, the new season had came on, and I didn't even know that it was back. Now, it came on and it went real fast. I don't know what it was about this season. This season just didn't really do it for me. And half of the people on there just was, they just was creepy to me, okay? Alex and Antonio. Antonio is with Roxanne. How are you proposing to somebody and trying to pressure them to marry you when you ain't got nothing to offer? You ain't got nothing. You ain't even working. And you want this lady that's working and work. That is her motto. You want her to marry you and you can't, so she can pay for it. I really feel like he just want to stay with Antonia because Antonia is a sugar mama. That's just all it is. Antonia, or I should say, Roxanne do not like Antonio the way that he thinks. That lady is not in love with that man, and I wish she would have just said it. That lady couldn't even wear the freaking ring. Couldn't wear the ring, bitch. I was just like, are you serious? Just say you don't want to get married, and that's just it. And if you don't, just say, I don't want to get married to you, because you don't have nothing. You're not on my level, and I'm just playing around for right now because I'm so consumed about work. I don't have time to go entertain another relationship, and that's what I feel like it is with Roxanne. Moving on from that, Alex and Kat. Alex is psychotic. Alex gives me serial killer tease. I don't know what's going on, but I swear if it was to come out that he got something in his past or he did something and I see him on the news, I will not be surprised. Because the way that he said that stuff to Antonio, and Antonio got so in his feelings, and then when Roxanne came back and called him out on it, and the way that he was acting, I said, oh my goodness, this man is crazy. He is crazy. And then when she apologized the next day for the way that she came at him, and she was like, so you don't feel like you got anything to say? He said, no, I probably would have said the same thing. I stand by what I said. I probably would have said a little bit different, but I said the same thing. I said, oh, oh God, what is happening? What is happening? And I see exactly why he with Kat. He don't want to get married to that lady either. He gonna run all over her. And at the reunion, when she said, oh, he don't walk over me, he don't do this and he don't do that. Girl, yes, he do. I'm pretty sure he does. You just saying this, and she was speaking for him on that part. And I said, girl, you giving. It's a telltale sign. You couldn't even let him speak on that. You're standing up for him too much. All right. And I said, yeah, it's a lot of stuff that's going on behind closed doors that you're not seeing. Raya and Trey, they not gonna last. Raya don't want to be with that man like that. Trey feels like Savannah on here. He just want to be married. It don't matter who it is, what it is, he just want to be married. And let me tell you something, Trey. You was with Ryan, you was with her, and then you wind up telling your woman that you had caught feelings. Oh, baby, let me tell you something. You tell me that you didn't call feelings for somebody else, it is over and done with. Okay? It's over and done with. I don't want you no more. All right? James and Ryan, baby, I don't know. They've been together since they 23 years old. They 23 years old. They've been together since they were 16. Baby, go out and explore some other stuff, okay? And Lisa and Brian. Lisa is nutso. And she's a rude bitch. I hate the fact that she came on here and she played into that angry black lady stereotype. I really did. You know, when I found out that she was with child, I'm doing a little bit of spoilers, okay? She said what she said, and then it came out to be true, and I wasn't mad at the cast for believing that or thinking that it wasn't true, but come to find out it was. And then the fact that she said all that stuff about Raya, how are you upset and getting upset at your man for going and dating in this group, right? Dating within this group, because you the one that put up the ultimatum. You know what the show is about. You knew this was going to happen. So why are you flipping out? Why are you attacking this other black girl on the show? I said, girl, what? It's one thing to attack the women, but then you going to single out the black girl, the only other black girl on the show. That made me so mad. I said, sister, we got to stick together. We got to stick together, baby. You know, I'm sitting here like, you're not securing your relationship if you're going to do this. And then want to blame it on the pregnancy hormones. Girl, get out of my face. And then at the reunion, when they asked you, do you think that you did something wrong and all that stuff, you said no. I would have did it again. I meant every word that I said because I feel like she was targeting my man. What? She is rude and disgusting. I don't like Lisa. I feel like she trapped Brian. I really do. I really do. I really do. Because Ryan didn't deserve that. Ryan young self did not deserve that. You too grown to be acting like that. But anyway, the next thing I want to say right quick before I get back onto task at hand, I need them, when they do Love is Blind and when they do the ultimatum and they do the reunion, I understand Nick and Vanessa are the ones that doing the little hosting and shit. But get somebody else to do the reunion, okay? Because they didn't go hard enough. They didn't ask nearly enough questions in this reunion. I'm sitting here like, what? Y'all ain't go deep into the problems, and probably because the season wasn't even good. But I'm just sitting here like the reunion was boring as hell. Y'all ain't even asking her, and then playing games, baby. Who play games? We too grown for that. Anyway, moving on from that. But yeah, Savannah is crazy. She's a nutso. Okay, that's just simply put. Moving on from that, another nut. Renika, that man playing you. Renika is out here waiting so much for Asante to come. She's like, I don't know. Stuff, it was just a bunch of misunderstanding, confusion. He wasn't even out there yet, right? So she had to go back home. She come back out to the place the next day where she's supposed to pick him up at, right? And she get up there and ask the lady, right? And she was like, you got this person there, Asante so-and-so here. And she was like, I mean, at the moment, no. But, you know, we have some people that they're being picked up and they're supposed to be dropped off within an hour. So, you know, I can't really tell you anything else but that they're supposed to be expected in an hour. So you mean to tell me you can't tell me if he's on that list, whatever? I'm telling you that I can't, because I don't have that information. We will all know that when they get dropped off, if he gets dropped off here. So what am I supposed to do? I can't sit up here. What am I? I said, said, bitch, go sit down in the car. She didn't have the nerve to get an attitude about that. And I said, child, over. And you saw the lady at the desk. She was just like this. That be me at work. That be me at work like this. Especially when you ask me a question, I tell you the answer, and you keep asking the same thing, thinking that you're gonna get a different answer, and then you go over to my other co-worker, now that it's him, my Caucasian boss, and she tells you the exact same thing. See, that's why I like my boss, okay? Because she stand up for us. Like, she literally say, she just told you the exact same thing. Whatever she just said, that's what it is. I be like, go off, bitch. But anyway, I said, Renika, go sit your ass down in the goddamn car. What else you think you was gonna do? But, you know, she's stressing herself out because she just don't know. I said, girl, you done waited all this time. Another hour ain't gonna hurt. Another hour ain't gonna hurt. Girl, the man pulled up in the 4x4, and she was like, oh my God, that's my man, that's my man. I said, now, how come you saw him, but he ain't see you? And I mean, he could have looked and whatever and saw, but he got up in there, he called her and all that. They trying to figure out the whole situation with the bond. And she was like, so baby, who gonna do the bond or whatever? Because the person that you gave me to call, that wasn't even the right number. They acting like they know you. And he was like, I know, like I had some other stuff going on and they ran off. Some other person that was supposed to do it, they ran off. So I'm gonna call my dude and I'm gonna get my peoples to, you know, contact you, give you the money and all that stuff. So, you know, to get me out and all that or whatever. I was like, all right, cool. Girl, this man got off the phone with her and got on the phone with her, his friend or whatever, and talking about basically he got it set up that somebody else was supposed to come up there or somebody else was supposed to get the money, and it's a woman. And he basically was like, I don't want her to call the phone and she pick up. I said, oh my goodness. Renika, you out here doing all this stuff for this man and he got another bitch like we didn't know. And then here go the producer. So who was that? Who you talking about? He was like this. When the nigga started laughing, they lying. That's all it is. They lying. He was about to lie, so he said, let me just laugh it off. I was not gonna put my business out there, but just know. Yeah, nigga, we know. Okay, moving on. I'm gonna need EB to get a life. He's irritating me because I don't want to mispronoun, misgender. Baby, let me just tell you something. I just need EB to go somewhere because he's doing the fucking most. EB is acting like he used to fuck on Key Rock. Like, do you want Key Rock for yourself? I mean, I don't have a problem with stud on stud or gay on gay. I don't have a problem with that. You know, I like it. It is what it is. To each his own. But baby, be honest with yourself because you doing too much. I get that you trying to have your bro back or whatever because he's still up in prison, but the nigga about to get out in a couple. You know what I'm saying? He's about to get out in a few. Less than a few, you know? And you're doing so freaking much and you got so much going up in your head trying to make this girl seem like she's just doing the absolute worst and she's doing wrong and all this stuff. And, you know, don't have me come down to a freaking candle shop or whatever. I'm thinking that we all finna get together, we finna be cool, and we finna get to know each other only to confront me about some stuff, talk about some, yeah, I be watching you, I followed you, I sit outside your school, I sit outside your job. I said, hold up, do you not understand? You sound like a stalker and you sound crazy. Like, what is going on? Do he not understand that? Like, I understand again having your friend back, but baby, you doing too much. I be sitting, do you not work? Do you not work and do you not have a woman of your own? Because obviously you don't have one or the other. Well, probably both. Because ain't no way in hell I'm finna spend my time stalking somebody else's woman. No, no. If they insecure in their relationship, they insecure in their relationship. Like, come on. And then the girl talking about, she was like, who, Brittany, like, girl, I don't know, nigga, I don't know what you talking about. He was like, I mean, you be going to work, and then you be going to the house out there in Alexandria, okay? She was like, okay, my friend stay out there. Okay, so you talk about your girlfriend, you're the girl that we saw on the show, but what about the dude? What about who else and all this stuff? I said, what? Yeah, she be driving around with this dude, and this dude picked her up. I said, Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. Baby, I don't owe you nothing. Because first of all, I'm not fucking you. And I won't be fucking you. Okay? So you can go do your own thing. And then she said, basically, when she got out of jail, her and Key Rock had broken up. She did entertain another person. And they had a little slight relationship. Her and Key Rock already discussed this. And we heard this before. So maybe that's what EB is talking about, and EB is trying to twist things or whatever just to make her look bad. I don't know. I just feel like at the end of the day, I get trying to have your partner's back, but she just doing, or he just doing too much. He's just doing too much, and it's very much irritating, and you're just not looking good on TV. Moving on from there, excuse me, Letitia, I don't like her. I don't like her because she's very materialistic at this point. And the fact that, you know, she couldn't wait to go out to show off her ring or whatever. And you got Keith's aunt come up there like, oh, okay, you got the ring. It's cute. Look expensive or whatever. She was like, yeah, she got to tell everybody how much it is. She got to tell everybody how much it is. And she go out, she kicking it with her friends and all that and her cousin. And then she get a phone call from Keith. And she basically was saying, I don't give a fuck. You know, I got this money. You know what I'm saying? I took his money, I took it, and I brought this ring or whatever. And he gonna have to deal with it. I mean, I'm not finna tell him yet, but he had already found out because his auntie had told him. And so she called him. Or I should say, yes, the auntie called him, told him what was up, and then he called her. She up there like, what? He said, is it something that you want to tell me? You know, and I'm just sitting here like, first of all, that's what happened when you have a joint account. Second of all, we ain't doing joint accounts. Third of all, it's called communications. I don't care if the nigga is locked up or not. You're not going to take his money and spend it without letting him know what's good when he already up the thing. Anyway, I don't know. And I look at her. She ain't even that... Girl, she ain't even that cute. Anyway, that was Love During Lockup. She playing with fire. She playing with fire, okay? And all of this is just a status thing. All of this is just, oh, look at me and my ring. Girl, all right. You bragging about that and your nigga still up in jail. You still going to bed by yourself. Cuddling on the pillow. All right. Who really won? Anyway, y'all, that's Love During Lockup with slightly ultimatum review. But y'all tell me how y'all feel. I'll see y'all later. Peace.